Smiles a Lot Dental, how can we help you? Hey, my name's David Domm, CEO for Leverage Code Media, and today I'm going to be speaking with you about how to handle phone calls for new patients in your dental practice. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. And if the person that's actually handling the calls, answering the phone, making calls, setting appointments is not on top of their game, and they're not friendly, and they're not happy, or at least seem to be, it could easily impact your business. So that's what we're gonna speak about. I want you to stay till the end of this video because I do have a gift for you, and it's a world-class resource. You'll wanna stay till the end. It could easily make a huge impact in your practice. So here's the thing, I don't know what it is, but there is a phenomenon of people can hear your smile over the phone. So the difference between what you heard and "It's a great day at Smiles a Lot Dental, how can we help you?" You can hear the smile over the phone. So it's a big deal. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's part of a successful system. You know, a friend of mine actually was talking about on his podcast about Chick-fil-A. Thank you and my pleasure didn't make their business so successful, but it's part of the system. It's definitely part of the system. And in order to actually have a successful system that has great customer service, efficient, conversion numbers are up, it's a big deal. So the people that are answering the phone and taking care of the calls, handling the calls in your dental practice, especially with brand new patients, it's a big deal. So you want to be cognizant of that, right? And I'll tell you, this friend has what he calls a mystery call with one of his programs. And what he'll do is actually call the dental office that's a potential client of his and go through the motions with them. And people are blown away when they actually hear those mystery calls because you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know there's a problem, you know, sometimes it just kind of sneaks by, but it could be having a huge impact on revenue. So our system, it kind of dovetails into that. It's really important, and I'll explain why. What we do as a company, and my media company generates leads for clients. So we generate, leads of, and here's the crazy part. If we generate a lead, it's actually the top 20% of any market, and I'll explain that in a minute. But the idea is you don't want to practice in the game. You don't want to practice, with these leads. You want to practice beforehand. Think about it. What if a sports team or, a top sports NBA star said, "No, coach, I don't need to practice. I'll practice during the game." How far do you think that would go, right? So it's the same thing with any type of a business. You need to practice, practice, practice. And then once you have that system in place, the conversions are going to go up, the revenue's going to go up, everything's going to run smoother. So our system, the way we generate leads, it's very important to me, and it's why that I've actually developed a strategic partnership with a company that they do phone training. That's what they do. So here's how our system works. In any given market, there's 3% of the people, just about 3% that are in the very top. Those people are actually ready to buy, okay? 3%, that's it. There's about 17% next that are in the information gathering stage. So we tap into that part, but we also go directly to the gold, which is the 3%. Now, the way we could do that is through emerging technology and basically machine learning. Another word for AI, artificial intelligence. I'm sure all you guys have heard of it. So with AI, we actually monitor the behaviors of about 250 million people on any given day to actually see what they're doing so that we know who to put the ads in front of. Our clients, we place ads for them and generate leads. So we're not only just putting the ads out there in front of anybody and everybody that could possibly, maybe respond and hoping that somebody's going to respond. We tap directly into that vein of gold of the 3% that are ready to buy. And then especially the 17%, of course, we tap into those as well that are in the information gathering stage. But if someone's in the information gathering stage and they fill out a form because they want to get implants, and then somebody calls them back within 5 minutes and is very pleasant and sets an appointment, that's much better than not getting a response for, say, an hour or 2 or 3 free, and then when they do get a response, they've got a melancholy person on the phone. You see the difference? So we don't want to take any chances. We want our campaigns to be successful. We generate tons of leads. Sometimes we have to pause campaigns because people can't handle the number of leads that are coming in, but I'd much rather have that than I would, somebody not getting back. Because we had a client in a different industry that was kind of, my guy reached out and was talking to them, and the owner was kind of complaining that these leads didn't even want what he had to offer. Well, we have a system. Part of the system is a CRM. So in the back end, what's happening when someone actually fills out a form and we generate a lead, we send out a text message, a voicemail, and an email to these people right away. But bottom line is we can see what's going on. So we found out the response time was an average of 4 hours for this person to get back to them, and he was texting them back. No one was even calling them. Come to find out, it was a one-man show, and quite frankly, maybe shouldn't have been signed up. But sometimes, my guys could get a little anxious and sign somebody up, or, excited to get a new client. Well, it's great, and they worked out a deal where they were working on getting someone else to help them, because that's never going to work. The leads have to be handled within a timely manner. Best practice is like 5 minutes, right? So with our campaign and our system, the whole concept of this, practice and being really on top of the game, that makes our campaigns successful as opposed to possibly not successful. So those are a few things that are important. I mean, we want our clients to be happy. We want them to be successful. We want their conversions to be up, and their appointments to be up, and their revenue to be up. But they have to actually do their part. And part of that, again, is actually being on top of the game, great customer service, and that ties into the phone training. So here's what I want to do. As I promised, I'm going to put a link in below this description that actually will provide you with a free report and an actual scripting, some scripts that will help you in this phone training area. And it's from NPG, the phone training. And again, it's a strategic partner of mine. And if you decide to work with them and actually get some actual training, some phone training from them, I've negotiated a special deal as far as a discount as well on a product that will get your people trained and help you immensely. So obviously there's no obligation to do that, but that resource is free, and I'm putting the link down in the description now. So first of all, thank you for hanging out and watching the video. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, please like it, share it, subscribe, and we're gonna be including lots more tips on how to actually be more successful, generate more revenue, and be on top of the game as much as possible in the dental space as well. Thank you so much.